Rahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem from Physics 9th class Punjab Textbook Board. A sprinter completes its 100-meter race in 12 seconds. Find its average speed. Let us solve this question. In the data, it gives total distance is equal to 100 meter. Total time in which sprinter completed its race 12 seconds. We have to find its average speed. We know that average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time, which is equal to 100 over 12 meter and second, which is equal to, now we use a calculator, 100 divided by 12 is equal to 8.3333, 8.333 meter per second. Thank you for watching. Rahim. Today we have a word problem from Physics 9th class Punjab Textbook Board. A train moves with a uniform velocity of 36 km per hour for 10 seconds. Find the distance traveled by it. Let's solve it. Solution. Velocity of train is equal to 36 kilometer per hour. Time t is equal to 10 seconds. First of all, we convert the velocity kilometer per hour into meter per second. V is equal to 36 kilometer per hour, which is equal to 36 into 1000. This becomes meters over 60 into 60 meter per second, which is equal to 36 into 1000 over 3600. We cancel these two zeros with these two. 31 ones are 36, ones are 36, and 36 ones are 36, and we got 10 meter per second. Now we have to find the distance. We know that S represents the distance traveled is equal to velocity v into t. 10 meter per second into 10 second. 10 tens are 100 meter. It is per second and it is second. This minus sign cancel the positive sign and these two cancel each other, and we get the unit in meter. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem or numerical from physics 9th class. A train starts from rest. It moves through 1 kilometer in 100 seconds with uniform acceleration. What will be its speed at the end of 100 seconds? Now let's solve it. In this, it is given its initial velocity or speed Vi is equal to 0. T is equal to 100 seconds, while the distance covered S is equal to 1 kilometer, which is equal to 1000 meter. First of all, it is given here it moves with a uniform acceleration. We have to find its acceleration first, and then we need to find its final velocity or speed. For acceleration, we use second equation of motion. We know that S is equal to VIT plus half AT square. S is equal to 1000 meter, which is equal to 0 into 100 plus half A into 100 square. 1000 meter is equal to 0 plus half A into 100 into 100, 10,000. Now we have to find the value of A. We divide both sides with 10,000 and multiply this by 2. It is equal to 2000 meter is equal to A 10,000 over 10,000 over 10,000. These cancel each other and we have A is equal to 1 2 3 1 2 3. Second square. A is equal to 2 over 10 meter per second or is equal to 0.2 meter per second or per second square. We got the value of acceleration. Now we are using equation number 1. We know that Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Vf is equal to 0 plus 0.2 into 100, which is equal to 0 plus 20 meter per second. Vf is equal to 20 meter per second. This is the answer we need. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you have any question, please write into the box in comments box, and I will reply you soon. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are solving a numerical or a word problem from 9th physics. The question is, a car has a velocity of 10 meter per second. It accelerates at 0.2 meter per second for half minute. Find the distance traveled during this time and the final velocity of the car. Let's solve this. Solution. First of all, we write the data or given data. Initial velocity Vi is given, which is equal to 10 meter per second. Then acceleration A is given 0.2 meter per second square, and time T is given half minute, which is equal to 60 over 2 second, which is equal to 30 seconds. And we have find its final velocity and distance traveled during this time. First of all, we use first equation of motion and find the final velocity. We know that Vf is equal to Vi plus At. From the first equation of motion, Vf is equal to, now we are putting the values, 10 plus 0.2 into 30, which is equal to 10, plus we multiply 0.2 into 30, which is equal to 6, which is equal to 16 meter per second. Vf is equal to 16 meter per second. One answer. Now we use the second equation of motion. S is equal to Vit plus half A T square, which is equal to 10 into 30 plus 1 over 2 into 0.2 into 30 square. Thirty tens are 300 plus 1 over 2 into 0.2 into 900. 2 1 the 2, 2 4 the 8, 2 5 the 10, 0. Now we got 300 plus 0.2 into 450, which is equal to 300 plus 90, which is equal to 390 meter. The second thing we need to find s is equal to 390 meter. We have to find these two. Vf is equal to 60 meter per second and s is equal to 90 meter per second. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel and share with friends. If you have any comment, please write in the comment box. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we have a problem from 9th physics. A car moves with a uniform velocity of 40 meter per second for 5 seconds. It comes to rest in next 10 seconds with uniform acceleration. Deceleration, not acceleration, it is deceleration. Find its value of deceleration, total distance traveled by the car. Let's solve this. Now please consider this figure. The car starts from here and moves up to here in 5 seconds. Then a brake is applied and it stops here, and here its final velocity becomes 0, and here it is 40 meter per second, and here it is also 40 meter per second before applying the brakes, and this is the distance traveled in 10 seconds. This shows that this motion have two parts. In one part it moves with a uniform velocity for 5 seconds. Now its uniform velocity v is given 40 meter per second and time is also given 5 seconds. And if we say this is S1 or first part of the motion, the distance travel S1, we have to find this. Then in the second part we see that this is the initial velocity before applying the brakes. So Vi is equal to 40 meter per second, while Vf is equal to 0 meter per second, and time is equal to 10 seconds, and we have to find the acceleration. Then the distance covered in this part of the motion, say it as 2. Now first we solve this. S1 is equal to V into T, which is equal to 40 meter per second into 5 seconds. This minus 1 power of the s cancel by this s, and we got m here as a unit, only meter. 5005 4s are 20. This is 200 meter. Now we consider this part. First of all, we need the value of a, acceleration, which is equal to, we use first equation, Vf is equal to Vi plus At, which is equal to 0 is equal to 40 meter per second plus A into 10 second, this is equal to 40 plus 10 into A, or this implies minus 40 is equal to 10A. Divide both sides by 10. A is equal to minus 4 meter per second or per second square. The minus sign shows that it is deceleration, and at this point its velocity is decreasing, and at the end it reaches to 0 on the final stage. Now we have to find the S2. S2 is equal to VIT plus half AT square. Now we are using equation number 2. Now putting the values, VI is similar, 40 into 10 plus half into minus 4 into 10 square. 40 into 10, 400 plus minus 2, 2 1 the 2, 2 to the 4 into 10 into 10, 100. 400 minus 200, which is equal to 200 meter. As we started solution, I told you it has two parts. In the first part, we calculate S1 is traveled in 5 seconds, and in the second part, we calculate S2 is equal to 200 meters. So total distance S is as S is equal to S1 plus S2, which is equal to 200 meter plus 200 meter, which is equal to 400 meter. It is the total distance, and here we got the value of A, or deceleration, which is asked to told. This is part number 1 and this is part number 2. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, please write in the comment box, share my channel with friends and subscribe. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem from physics class 9th in our textbook board. The problem is a tennis ball is hit vertically upward with the velocity of 30 meters per second. It takes 3 seconds to reach the highest point. Calculate the maximum height reached by the ball. How long it will take to return to ground. Let's solve this. First of all, we write the data. Given data. It is given its initial velocity when it is thrown upward. Vi is equal to 30 meter per second. T is equal to time taken to reach highest point. 3 seconds. Calculate the maximum height reached by the ball. We have to calculate the maximum distance or height to reach the maximum point. We take it h. How long it will take to return to the ground. Time from height h to ground. We know that first of all, you see this figure. This is ground and this is the point P at height h, and ball takes 3 seconds to reach the height h, and then it falls down, hit the ground, and its acceleration is g. When bodies are falling from a height, the bodies will fall with a uniform acceleration. G is equal to 10 meter per second. So the time going upward is equal to the time going downward. It is also 3 seconds. So total time of the ball from ground to height h, and then from height h to ground is same in upward plus downward. So T is equal to time to height T1 plus time to ground T2, as we mention it with T1, and this on return journey is equal to T2, which is equal to 3 seconds too. This is equal to 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 seconds. When the ball reached at highest point it stops and its initial velocity will be 0. So Vi is equal to 0 meter per second on return. Now Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. We have to calculate the final velocity when ball hits the ground. So we calculate that here from the first equation of free falling bodies. Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt, which is equal to Vi is 0 and G, gravitational acceleration, is equal to 10. T is equal to 3 for the single journey, which is equal to 0 plus 10 into 3, which is equal to 30 meter per second. Now use third equation of motion. To GH is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. We find height h from this. 2 into 10 into h is equal to 30 square minus 0 square. 20 into h is equal to 30 30s are 900, or h is equal to 900 over 20, which is equal to 45 meter. The ball reached the maximum height. H is equal to 45 meter. H is equal to 45 meter is our answer. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, share with the friends, and if you have any problem, please write in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem or a numerical from 9th physics. The statement is given as a train starts from rest with an acceleration of 0.5 meter per second. Find its speed in kilometer per hour when it moves 100 meter. Let's solve this question. Its solution is as we see, it start from rest. जब भी कोई चीज़ रेस्ट से स्टार्ट होती है तो उसकी इब्तदाई वेलोसिटी, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी Vi जो है वो 0 होती है. लेट्स राइट Vi इज इक्वल टू 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड. इट्स एक्सेलरेशन इज गिवन. एक्सेलरेशन ए उर्दू में आम इसे इसरा कहते हैं और ए से इज़ाहर किया जाता है. ये एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. A is equal to 0.5 meter per second. Find its speed, and we have to find its final velocity Vf. and it is also given when it moved 100 meter. So during all this motion, इस पूरे जो है फासला इसने तय किया 100 मीटर का, इसको हम ऐसे ज़ाहिर करते हैं, S is equal to 100 meter. It is also asked in the question, convert the answer in kilometer per hour. तो इसका जवाब जो है हमने किलोमीटर फी घंटा में तब्दील करके बताना है। लीजिए हमारे पास इक्वेशन है, सेकंड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन। यूजिंग second equation of motion, इससे हरकत की दूसरी मसवात भी कहते हैं। तो ये इस तरह होती है, rather than second we have to use a third one, थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन हम इसमें इस्तेमाल करते हैं, सेकंड नहीं करते, क्योंकि इसमें टाइम नहीं है। ए है, वी एफ मालूम करना है, वी आई है और इसका डिस्टेंस या फासला एस भी है। तो थर्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन इस तरह है, 2as इज इक्वल टू वी एफ स्क्वायर माइनस वी आई स्क्वायर। इसकी आखिरी वेलोसिटी माइनस उसकी पहली वेलोसिटी, उसको स्क्वायर और उसका दोनों का स्क्वायर बराबर होता है 2as। लेंगे अब इनकी वैल्यूज ऐड करते हैं, 2 इंटू 0.5 इंटू 100 इज इक्वल टू वी एफ स्क्वायर माइनस वी आई स्क्वायर जो कि 0 है, 0 का स्क्वायर। ये हमारे पास आ गया जी, 2 इंटू 500 1 ज़ा 5, यहाँ आ जाएगा डेसिमल, इज इक्वल टू वी एफ स्क्वायर, और वी एफ स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 52 ज़ा 100। दोनों साइड में जैसे लेंगे, वी एफ स्क्वायर अंडर रूट इज इक्वल टू 100 अंडर रूट, स्क्वायर इसको कैंसिल कर देगा, ये हमारे पास आएगा वी एफ इज इक्वल टू 10 स्क्वायर। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं 10 का स्क्वायर जो है वो 100 के बराबर होता है। सो वी एफ इज इक्वल टू 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड। हमारे पास ये इसका आंसर आ गया है। नाउ वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू किलोमीटर पर आवर। जैसे कि हमें पता है कि 1 किलोमीटर में 1000 मीटर होते हैं, तो वी एफ हमारा इज इक्वल टू होगा 10 तकसीम 1000, ये किलोमीटर्स में कन्वर्ट हो गया, इंटू 60 इंटू 60। लीजिए हमारे पास आ गया है वी एफ इक्वल टू 10/1000 इंटू 60 इंटू 60। दिस इज इक्वल टू 10/1000 into 3600 12121 and this is equal to 36 किलोमीटर पर आवर है जी। इसका जवाब जो असल में हमारे पास आया, इसका आंसर वो आया वी एफ इज इक्वल 10 मीटर पर सेकेंड। जब उसे हमने कन्वर्ट किया तो उसका फाइनल वेलोसिटी जो है 36 किलोमीटर फी घंटा, या 36 किलोमीटर पर आवर। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल, शेयर विद फ्रेंड्स, एंड इफ़ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम, अगर आपने कोई ख़ास सवाल समझना हो तो उसका रेफरेंस आप कमेंट बॉक्स में दे सकते हैं। थैंक यू। Today we are going to solve a word problem or a numerical from 9th physics. The statement is given as a train starting from rest accelerates uniformly and attains a velocity 48 km per hour in 2 minutes. It travels at this speed for 5 minutes. Finally, it moves with uniform retardation and is stopped after 3 minutes. Find the total distance traveled by the train. Let's solve this. First of all, look at the figure. The train is moving from rest. It means it's starting its velocity is 0. Then it moves and reach a velocity of 48 km per hour. एक ट्रेन जो है वो एक स्टेशन पर खड़ी है और वहाँ से वो चलती है और वो यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन से चलते हुए 48 किलोमीटर फी घंटा की रफ्तार पर पहुँच जाती है। और इस सारे प्रोसेस में टाइम जो है वो लगता है जनाब 2 मिनट का। It travels at this speed. It travels at this velocity 48 किलोमीटर पर आवर for 5 minutes. 5 मिनट तक वो इसी स्पीड पर चलती रहती है, यानी कि 5 minutes. एंड ये इसी स्पीड पर चलते हुए ये फासला तय करती है और इसका टाइम t2 = 5 minutes। और उसके बाद उसको ब्रेक लगाई जाती है और जब ब्रेक लगाई जाती है यहाँ तक इसकी वेलोसिटी 48 किलोमीटर पर आ रही रहती है। ब्रेक लगाने के बाद वो 3 मिनट के बाद स्टेशन पर जाकर रुक जाते हैं और यहाँ उसकी वेलोसिटी 0 हो जाती है। This figure shows that the motion of train has 3 steps. So इसकी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी यहाँ पर वेलोसिटी इसकी 0 है और इसका एक्सेलरेशन कांस्टेंट है। अब इसकी वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट है और अब इसका एक्सेलरेशन जो है वो कांस्टेंट नहीं है बल्कि माइनस है। तो हमें कैलकुलेट करना है इस टाइम में इसने कितना फासला किया। से S1, सेट S2, सेट S3. We divide this total motion into 3 parts, S1, S2 and S3. Let's calculate. Here VI is equal to 0, VF is equal to 48 kilometer per hour, T is equal to T1 is equal to 2 minutes, which is equal to 2 into 60, which is equal to 120 seconds. Now in the second case we see V, here V is constant or V average is equal to 48 kilometer per hour and time T2 is equal to 5 minutes, which is equal to 5 into 60 second, which is equal to 300 seconds. Now in the third case, here it is moving with the negative acceleration and its velocity is decreasing by the time. So here initial velocity Vi is equal to 48 kilometer per hour. Time t3 is equal to 3 minutes, which is equal to 3 into 60 second, which is equal to 180 second. We have to find here S1. Here we need to find S2, and here we need to find S3. Then we add all these distances traveled by the train, and we got the total distance traveled by the train, which we have to ask. Now it is moving with a constant acceleration, so its average velocity is equal to Vf plus Vi over 2. First of all, we need to convert this 48 km per hour into meter per second. Then we calculate the answer. I calculate it here in a separate sheet. Now we need to calculate 48 km per hour. 48 km per hour is equal to 48 into 1000 over 3600 meter per second, which is equal to 0.000. Two one the 2, 2 8 the 16, 2 2 the 4, 2 4 the 8, 2 9 the 18, 2 12 the 24, 3 3 the 9, 3 4 the 12, which is equal to 40 over 3, which is equal to, and we divide it with the calculator. 40 divided by 3 is equal to 13.33 meter per second. I calculate it here, so over Vf here is equal, this is equal to 13.333 meter per second. Now Vf 13.333 plus 0 over 2 is equal to 13.333 over 2 is equal to, divided by 2, 6.667 meter per second. Now S1 is equal to V average into T1, which is equal to 6.667 into 120 into 120. This is equal to 800 meter. Now look at this. We use this figure again here. So S2 is equal to V into T, which is equal to 13.333 into 300, We calculate this 13.333 into 300, which is equal to 99.9 meter. Now we see at this is the initial velocity and this is the final velocity. Vf plus Vi over 2 is equal to V average. V average is equal to Vf is 0 and Vi is 13.333 over 2, which is equal to 6.667 meter per second, and S3 is equal to V average into T3, which is equal to 6.667 into 180, .667 into 180 is equal to जैसा कि आपने देखा, मैंने इस मोशन को 3 हिस्सों में तकसीम कर दिया और इसका अलग से S1 फाइंड कर लिया. S1 इज इक्वल टू 800 मीटर. इसी तरह S2 फाइंड कर लिया तकरीबन 4000 मीटर. इसी तरह S3 फाइंड कर लिया 1200 मीटर. तो अब हमें चाहिए ट्रेन का टोटल उसने कितना फासला तय किया और टोटल डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल बाय द ट्रेन. तो उसका टोटल डिस्टेंस S इज इक्वल टू S1 प्लस S2 प्लस S3. S1 800 प्लस S2 4000 प्लस S3 1200 और ये सारे के सारे चूँकि मीटर हैं तो मीटर. तो ये आ गए हमारे पास 6000 मीटर. यानी कि ट्रेन ने यहाँ से शुरू होकर यहाँ तक रुकने तक इसने 6000 मीटर का फासला तय किया है. Thank you for watching. Please share my channel, subscribe my channel, and if you have any problem, अगर आपने कोई खास सवाल समझ ना आया तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं. Thank you for watching. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem from the 9th physics. A cricket ball is hit vertically upwards and returned to ground 6 seconds later. Calculate maximum height reached by the ball. What is the initial velocity of the ball? Let's solve it. First of all, we see what data is given. Total time of the motion T naught equal to 6 seconds. We have to find its initial velocity. Its final velocity will be 0 on reaching the highest point and h the height the ball reached. When a body is hit upward or downward, it moves with the acceleration under gravity, which is equal to A is equal to G, which is equal to 10 meter per second per second. Now we have to calculate two things here. One is the maximum height and the other is initial velocity. when bodies are moving under gravity, then their acceleration will be uniform, and time to reach a height h and back is equal. So time to reach height h is equal to t, which is equal to t naught over 2, so which is equal to 6 over 2. So t is equal to 3 seconds. Now using first equation of motion, Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Vf is equal to 0, Vi we have to find, plus we use here A is equal to G into 3. 0 is equal to Vi plus minus 10 into 3, because ball is thrown upward, so its acceleration is negative. 0 is equal to Vi minus 30, or Vi is equal to 30 meter per second. Now we have to find its maximum height. We have two methods to find the height. One is we use equation number 2, or we use equation number 3. Here we have sufficient data to use both the equations, so let's try with equation number 2. Using second equation of motion, S is equal to VIT plus half GT square. H is the height, Vi we find here 30 meter per second into 3 the time, plus half into minus 10 into 3 square is equal to 90 plus 1 over 2 into minus 10 into 9. 2 1 the 2, 2 5 the 10. 90 minus 9 5 the 45, which is equal to 45. H is equal to 45 meter. So the ball reach maximum height H is equal to 45 meter. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, share my channel, and if you have any problem, please write in the comment box. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are solving physics numerical The statement is given as: when brakes are applied, the speed of a train decreases from 96 km per hour to 48 km per hour in 800 meter. How much further will the train move before coming to rest? Find the time taken by the train to stop after application of brakes, assuming retardation to be constant. Let's start it. Solution. Now we see its initial velocity is given Vi is equal to 96 km per hour, which is equal to 96 into 1000 over 60 into 60, which is equal to 96 into 1000 over 3600. On simplification, we get 960 over 36. 960 divided by 36 is equal to 26.66. 26.667 meter per second. Now its speed reduced to 48 km per hour. Its final speed is equal to 48 km per hour, which is equal to 48 into 1000 over 3600, and we simplify it again, it becomes 480 over 36. 480 divided by 36 is equal to 13.333 meter per second. Its S1 is equal to 800 meter. In this process, train cover the distance of 800 meter, and we denote it with S1, and we have to find the time taken. How much will be covered? Now we need to calculate its acceleration, and we need to use a third equation of the motion. AS 1 is equal to Vi Vf square minus Vi square. 2 into 800 into A is equal to 13.333 square minus 26.667 square. 1600 into A is equal to 177.778 26.667 minus 711.123 1600A is equal to minus 177.778 533.35, or this implies A is equal to minus 533.35 over 1600 divided by 1600 is equal to minus 0.333 meter per second. So its acceleration A is equal to minus 0.333 meter per second. Now its first part is completed as we find the acceleration, and now we have to find the distance traveled by the train after applying the brakes. Now when brakes are applied and its initial velocity become 48 km per hour, which is equal to 13.333 meter per second. VI is equal to 13.333 meter per second, and Vf is equal to 0. We have to find the distance, and its acceleration is minus 0.333 meter per second. Now we are using third equation of motion once again. 2 into A into S2 is equal to Vf square minus Vi square. Now putting the values, we have Vi, Vf and A. 2 into minus 0.333 into S2 is equal to 0 square minus 13.333 square. Two into 0.333 is equal to 0.666 into S2 is equal to 0 minus 13.333 square. 177.76. S2 is equal to minus 177.76 over minus 0.666. Minus, cancel the minus, and S2 is equal to 177.76 over 0.666. Now I divide by 0.666 is equal to 266.92 meter. Now we have its other part, which is to find the time taken by the train. Now we are using first equation of the motion to find the time. Now we have to find the S2, and now its third part is find the time taken by the train to stop after application of brakes. Its initial velocity Vi is equal to 96 km per hour, which is equal to 26.667 meter per second, and its final velocity becomes 0 meter per second. Its acceleration is equal to minus 0.333 meter per second, and we have to find the time t. Now we use the first equation of motion. Vf is equal to Vi plus At. This implies Vf minus Vi is equal to At, and this implies T is equal to Vf minus Vi over A, which is equal to 0 minus 26.667 over minus 0.333, and T is equal to minus 26.667 over minus 0.333. These two minus cancel each other, and on simplification we got 80 seconds. The time taken is 80 seconds. Thank you for watching. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem from kinematics from 9th. A boy throws a ball vertically up. It returns to the ground after 5 seconds. Find the maximum height reached by the ball, the velocity with which the ball thrown up. Let's solve it. Given data is here. Time naught, t naught, the total time of the motion 5 seconds. We have to find the maximum height h, its initial velocity, and when it reaches to the certain height, its velocity becomes 0, so Vf is equal to 0 meter per second. And as it is thrown upward, so its acceleration A is equal to minus g, which is equal to minus 10 meter per second as the ball is thrown upward. Now we have to find the time of the one side when bodies move under gravity. Their acceleration will be uniform and is equal to g. So the time to reach a height h is equal to the time to reach back to ground from height h. So time to reach the ground is equal to t naught over 2, which is equal to 5 over 2, which is equal to 2.5 second. Using first equation of motion, Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Vf is equal to Vi minus Gt, or Vf is equal to 0 is equal to Vi minus 10 into 2.5. Vi is equal to minus 20. Vi 0 is equal to Vi minus 25. Vi is equal to 25 meter per second. Now we are using equation number 2. Second equation of motion, S is equal to Vit plus half Gt square. Height h is equal to 25 into 2.5 plus 1 over 2 into minus 10 into 2.5. H is equal to 62.5 plus minus 5 into 2.5 square, 6.25 into 5. 62.5 minus 31.25, which is equal to 31.25 meter. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, share with friends, and if you have any problem or you want to ask any question, please write into the comment box. Thank you. Rahim. Today we have about problem from kinematics 9 physics. A stone is dropped from the top of a tower. The stone hits the ground after 5 seconds. Find the height of the tower, the velocity with which stone hits the ground. Let's solve it. Its data is given, which is time t, (5 seconds). When it dropped from the top of the tower, so its initial velocity Vi is equal to 0 meter per second, and we have to find its final velocity. and the gravitational acceleration g is equal to 10 meter per second, or this is equal to a acceleration. Simply we use first equation. Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. Vf is equal to Vi is 0 plus 10 into 5, which is equal to 0 plus 50, or Vf is equal to 50 meter per second. Now we are using second equation of motion. Using second equation of motion, S is equal to Vit plus half Gt square, and height h is equal to 0 into t plus half into 10 into 5 square. So h is equal to 0 plus 5 into 25, which is equal to 125 meter. So height h is equal to 125 meter. Please subscribe my channel, share my channel with friends, and if you want to understand or if you have any problem, you ask in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Rahim. Today we are solving a word problem from physics kinematics. A car starts from rest. Its velocity becomes 20 meter per second in 8 seconds. Find its acceleration. Let's solve it. First of all, we write the given data. When something starts from rest, its initial velocity will be 0. So its initial velocity Va is equal to 0. Its final velocity Vf is equal to 20 meter per second. Time t equal to 8 seconds. And we have find to its acceleration A. Now the change in velocity is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity Vf, initial velocity Vi, which is equal to 20 minus 0, which is equal to 20. Acceleration A is equal to change in velocity divided by time, which is equal to 20 over 8. 20 divided by 8, which is equal to 2.5 meter per second per second. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, share with friends, and if you have any question, please write in the comment box. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to solve a word problem from kinematics physics. Find retardation produced when a car is moving at a velocity of 30 meters per second, slows down uniformly to 50 meters per second in 5 seconds. Let's solve this. Its solution is given as, first of all we write given data, its initial velocity 30 meters per second, its final velocity 15 meters per second, and time t is equal to 5 seconds. We have to find A or retardation. A means acceleration or retardation. When the velocity of a body slows down, then its acceleration is called retardation. Now using first equation of motion, Vf is equal to Vi plus At, or Vf minus Vi is equal to At. This implies A is equal to Vf minus Vi over T. Now putting the values, Vf 15, Vi 30 over 5 minus 15 over 5, which is equal to minus 3 meter per second. This is, we have to find the acceleration or retardation. The negative sign shows the velocity of the car is decreasing. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel, share with friends, and if you have any question, please write in the comment box. Thank you. Today we are solving a problem from physics kinematics. A cyclist completes half round of a circular track of radius 318 meter in 1.5 minutes. Find its speed and velocity. Let's solve this. Solution. Time to complete half round is equal to 1.5 minutes, or T is equal to 1.5 minute, which is equal to 1.5 into 60, which is equal to 90 seconds. Radius R is equal to 318 meter total distance traveled is equal to S is equal to pi into R, which is equal to 22/7 into 318. 318 into 22 divided by 7 is equal to 999 meter. Total displacement is equal to D is equal to 2 into R, which is equal to 2 into 318. 318 into 2, 636. Speed of cyclist is equal to total distance over time. Now speed is equal to S over T. S is equal to total distance 999 over time 90 seconds is equal to 11.1 meter per second. Velocity of cyclist is equal to displacement over time, which is equal to D over T. Displacement we calculate 636 T is equal to 636 over 90, which is equal to 7.066 meter per second. Please subscribe my channel, share my channel, and if you have any problem, any question in your mind, please write into the comment box. Thank you for watching.